Beyond and Odyssey by Homer. Okay. Iliad and Odyssey. And I'll 3. What is today's date? ancient Greek philosophers. Someone must have been studying. Aisle 1. Still in good shape. philosopher, and philosophy begins in wonder. I like that. Good afternoon, and welcome to the newly remodeled old Lloydville Library. This is where it all began. No, the previous library that you're used to, that we've been using for a while now, is actually going to become something else. That's why we, completely remodeled the old library here, and restored it. Well, this library was built in 1865, and houses books you can never imagine would exist. Here they are, ready to be read and enjoyed. Oh, no. We're actually bringing books over from the old library, or the new library. But the books that have been here since the 1800s have never left this building. Oh, I highly suggest it. Take a look around. You'll be surprised what you might find. Oh, absolutely. Whenever you're ready, just come on up here and we'll get you checked out. Well, I was about to say, we're doing things a little old-fashioned over here right now. The computers and telephones and all of our modern, fun little technological gadgets are currently down at the moment. So, yeah, because of the transfer, and it is about 3 miles away from here, so. No, I'm kidding. But it feels that way. Have you tried looking some of that stuff over here? It feels like a 10-mile hike. I can imagine. Well, if there's anything that you need, just feel free to ask. Ghosts. So far I've been over here 2 days now, and I haven't really noticed anything spooktacular yet, but it has that feeling, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so be careful, ghosts. Thank you. I will too. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue what I was doing. Bye. Enjoy. The library is yours. I need to mark that down. Busy, busy, busy. Did you find everything all right? Wonderful. No ghosts? Good to know. So you're ready to check out? Okay, great. Let me just sit this over here. I didn't. That's the only book I have left to categorize. Pretty excited. All right. Well, let's see what you found. Where did you find this? Wow. It looks old. It smells old. Dusty. I don't even know where to categorize this. I don't think I'm allowed to sign this book out. It sounds like it's very personal. Well, do you know Dr. Lloyd down the street? Yeah, okay. Do you know his father, Dr. Cornelius Lloyd? This appears to be his. I think it's a medical journal of sorts. I didn't really read into too much of it. It talks about this place. Since we're the only ones here. It's talking about some place called Silverman. It must have been a place that he was at before here. It says it sounds very similar to Lloydville. I'm getting to that. Well, it states here, it says something about tuberculosis and sleep deprivation. It's talking about all kinds of things. Sleep apnea. I don't want to get into too much of it. It's not my place. So I'm sorry, I can't allow you to sign this out. I have no idea how much trouble I could possibly get into. So I do apologize. I think I'll just sit this over here. Let's see what else you may have found. Yes, it is here in town about, things that the old doctor has done, in his past, but I never really heard anything about any of that. And it was dated the 1800s. I don't know. I don't know. What is this? It's a little brochure. Kind of like a little pre-read. Oh, it's a history of Sir Arthur Doyle. Well, I think I'll keep this for the bulletin board, actually. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what I thought. I thought Dr. Cornelius was, 70s or 80s at tops. Who knows? Maybe it was Dr. Cornelius's dad. Or maybe it's a practice journal or something. I don't know, but it's kind of, like you said, strange and unusual. But I'm not going to question it anymore. It's none of my business. What is this? I was pointing to this paragraph. White letters upon a corner house announced the place where a red-headed client carried on his business. Sherlock Holmes stopped in front of it, with his head on one side, and looked at it all over, his eyes shining brightly between puckered lids. And he walked slowly up the street, and then down again to the corner, still looking keenly at the houses. Finally he returned to the pawnbroker's, and having thumped vigorously upon the pavement with his stick 2 or 3 times, he went to the door and knocked. Maybe it was just a marker. Somebody to, remember their place. I can tell this book has not been used in a while. It's very stiff. Hear that? And look at the pages. looks almost brand new. But I've never seen it before. Alright. Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And that is, well, this is different. Oh, there's no aisle number, no nothing. Okay, and the sign out date is today. And your return date and do you have a library card with us? I'm well aware we don't have our computers right now. No, I'm going to just mark it down in the book and then I can enter it into the computer later. Yeah. Great. Could you read the numbers off for me? 6, 9, 3, 1, 0, 7. Okay. All right. Good. Let me just mark it on here as well. 6, 9, 8, 1, 0, 7. Okay. Alright, so there's that. The next one. This one's a little worn, but not by much. Scourge of the Seas by Angus Custom. That's the return date. Might as well mark your card before I change the date back. Okay. Sign out date. I just check to make sure, it's not falling apart. And make sure we don't have to do any repairs or anything. Like sometimes it'll start splitting from the spine. And that's a big problem. It is repairable, however, with a little glue. Done just the right way, it'll fix it, but we don't have that problem. Another thing, dog-eat ears. When the tip of the page is folded over, markings, things left behind, that's the stuff that I have to look for. It's about pirates. So are you into maritime history or anything like that, or I'm just curious? You're a little bit of a history buff. So am I. I love maritime history. It's quite interesting. Some of this artwork is really amazing. Some really good artists. One of my favorites, Edward Teach, otherwise known as Blackbeard. September 1717 to November 1718 was his period of activity. That's interesting. 17 portrait can be sketched. Described him as a tall, spare man with a very black beard, which he wore very long. I heard that he tied his beard up with black ribbons, sling over his shoulder with 3 brace of pistols. I heard that he put like something in his dreadlocks or whatever. Lit it on fire and it would smoke. I heard he did that to scare people. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think once you return this, I might have to sign it out. Seems like a really interesting book. Wow. That's really neat. Shows you the ins and outs of a pirate ship. It's pretty neat. I used to always love things like that. I always used to, I don't know why they don't do it anymore, but I used to get National Geographic magazines, and I would love collecting the posters. just posters of charts like this. It's really neat. I wish they'd do that again. Situated. All right. Can I help you with anything else today? All right. I think so. Where did I see that? There it is. The Art of War. You'd like to sign this out? All right, very well. Okay, let's sign this one out as well. The Art of War. And this is class. Okay, and your number is 6907. All right. Just a little look over of the book. Very nice. It's your turn. I almost forgot to change it again. There we go. Alright, well, is there anything else that I can find you today? That's a bit. Okay. Alright, well, you are all good to go. I have you signed out. Your books are due back to the library in a week from now. That's 7 days. Including weekends and holidays. We do have a drop-off box outside in case we're closed. So, alright, well, you enjoy your books. I hope you can read them all in a week's time. It's a lot to read. But there you are. You are quite welcome. And thank you for visiting the newly renovated old Lloydville Library. Lloydville Public Library. Yes, actually we are planning on having a huge benefit ball. You know, to raise, funds for the library and also some programs as well that we plan on having here. Yeah. Oh, you should definitely come. Yes, it is. It is actually. It's, tie and jacket. It's very, very formal. Yeah. Oh, you'll still have fun. Trust me. And plenty of good food too. I don't know if Dr. Cornelius Lloyd will be there or not. He's pretty old. He's up there. Well then, if you saw him at the mayor's ball, I'm sure he'll make it to this one. No. I will definitely notify him of the journal, but until we hear from him, it won't leave the library. You have a nice day too. Oh, it sure is. It is a nice day out. I can see the sun blaring through the stained glass window. That's one thing I'm going to enjoy about, the old library here. It's going to take a while to get used to talking about which one's which. But, you enjoy your day. I am here for another 2 hours, so I'll get to enjoy some sunlight too, which is always nice. No, it's a pleasure. Enjoy your book.